What's up, YouTube? Delay here, back with another video. Hope y'all doing well. It's officially the 88th day of barber school. Officially the start of a new week. It's Tuesday. I have to mention, I did chip my tooth. My filling came off, but that's okay. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to record today because I be having my little insecurities and shit about it. But, you know, we gotta push forward, keep recording. It's about to be the end of 2024. We about to reach 2025. Yeah, no excuses, you feel me? But today, we're supposed to be wearing a suit to school, celebrating the new year. After today is New Year's, you feel me? At 12 o'clock tonight is gonna be New Year's. Today is the 31st, tomorrow's gonna be the 1st. But also happy New Year's to y'all, you feel me? To whoever's watching. But I'm about to get ready. I did have a suit to wear, but I had ordered some stuff on Amazon, like a little bow tie and some different dress shoes, because it's supposed to be black and silver for today. Like, those are the colors that we're supposed to wear. And my bow tie and my shoes haven't arrived yet. I ordered them off of Amazon. So, I'm gonna just, put a little fit together, maybe a collared shirt or something, dress as, formal as possible. And then when my stuff does get here, it says it's supposed to be here around like 10 o'clock. I'm gonna come back, change, and then if everybody already took pictures, I'm gonna just take a picture of Mr. June, you know what I mean, for the New Year's and stuff like that. And we also get out of school earlier today, like 2 o'clock. I don't have school tomorrow because of New Year's, but yeah, that's what the day's gonna be like today. I think today is gonna be like a little short video for today, not too long. Depends on how long the meeting is today, but I'm sure it's not gonna be too long. But yeah, I'm about to get the day started, get dressed, and I'm gonna see you guys when I'm about to head out, y'all. So see y'all then. All right, y'all. I'm about to head out. Get the day started. This is the little fit that I end up putting together. You feel me? Just because I can't dress up fully yet. Hopefully my stuff gets here at 10 o'clock. That's what time it says it's gonna be delivered. So I could come back, change, and take some pictures with Mr. June or with everybody else if they haven't taken pictures yet. And yeah, I'm about to head to the school though. We're gonna take the Explorer today because, you feel me, it's just one of those days, you feel me? It's New Year's. I don't know. It just feels like one of those days to do that. So I'm gonna take the Explorer today. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys when I get to the school. See y'all then. All right, y'all. I just got here. I ain't gonna lie, people really dressed up. I was supposed to come dressed up, but my stuff didn't want to come on time. Hopefully it comes at 10. But yeah, I'm about to head inside, get everything going. I got the speaker and everything, you feel me? All those bags back there, don't worry about that. Those just closed. And yeah, feel me? About to get the vibes going, set up everything. And I'm gonna see you guys at the 807 meeting, y'all. See y'all then.
Everybody looking real good. Yeah, New Year's Eve. Quick question. What's your appointment schedule look like?
You said what?
Who's appointment schedule?
I scheduled everything for the afternoon, thinking we're gonna do it in the morning.
Okay. So everybody did that? Everybody did what Tony did?
You guys have your appointments in the afternoon? That's what he does.
Just cancel one for 10. What time is it? 10 you might be good. But we'll what time is the cameraman coming?
He said he can be around like 10.
About 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first exercise we'll do is, y'all remember those essays?
Yeah.
So, what I'm gonna do is, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna call you up one by one and we're gonna have a little discussion, all right? So first up, Teray. All right, Teray, man, it's been a long journey, huh?
Yeah, no doubt.
Tell some of the younger ones something about the journey you've had in barber school. How it started, where you at today?
I can say my first time going to barber school, I was not focused. I wasn't locked in the way I needed to be. I dropped out. I was never gonna come back. And I kept cutting hair. I never stopped. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Came back my second time. I'm like, I'm gonna finish this shit. I'm gonna do what the hell I need to do. I'm gonna get everything right. But my journey the second time was rough because my kids, you know, my family, my house, my car. I didn't know how I was gonna pay for everything, but through the year, God made a way. God made a plan. I'm still raising my kids. My kids still focused. My daughter got a 3.21 in school. She just turned 14 the other day. I'm still doing it, you know what I'm saying? My fiance still supervising at her job. I got a job, and I'm about to finish in February, you know what I'm saying? Knock it out.
That's a blessing. What did it take inside of you to get through that?
Discipline and gotta keep going, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here right now. I had to just keep my head up through every storm, through every struggle, and I had to keep going because I knew God had my back.
That's it. So, you talked about these things. What is Teray doing?
I'm Teray, the motivational barber, you know what I'm saying? I want to motivate everybody so I can be motivated. I want everybody to stay encouraged to keep going. So that's me, you know, I just want to walk by faith, not by sight, you know, that's Teray.
I like that. Well, it's been a good journey with you, man. It's been just to see you grow since you've been here and since the first time, because I was here the first time when you were here. Your mind was in a whole different place. So to see where your mind is at today, it's just a blessing, man, to watch, you know, one of my young brothers do what he's doing. And for you, pretty soon, money won't be an issue for you to take care of your family. So I wish you nothing but the best for this year, all right? And we love you. Jessica. Give it up. Jessica. When I was reading your essay, first let me say you definitely went above and beyond than what most people did. And just reading it, and you know, not to get too deep into what you were explaining inside of it, but tell them a little bit about what you feel comfortable telling about your journey these last few months.
It's been really rough. I have to face a lot of obstacles on my own at the end of the day. So I have to let everybody closest to me, I have to be separated from all of them for a moment. And it's really hard to stay motivated and focused, but being here with you guys helped significantly. But yeah, just the struggle of the hows, I don't understand, all that stuff has been really rough. But at the end of the day, I know God got me because, I've been through so much in my whole life. And for this, I feel like He's trying to keep me from everybody so I can rediscover my own self. So I can flourish and do things that I need to, that He has me doing. Because I'm always about everybody else and what can I do for you, what can I do for you. My kids, husband, everybody's number one. Just always get put to the back burner on my own accord. I just want everybody to be successful and, have what I didn't have. So I I've always just, it's always about them. Or I get sick, go to the hospital for a week, 'cause I'm like exhausted. So now God was like, you know what, Jessica, it's your turn. I'm gonna take you away for a minute so we can work on you and help you be who I have for you. So he put me in this environment, and I'm like, it's God feels and inspirational and great, wonderful. And I just have overcome so much in this last year, especially the last 3 months. Being here, it's just opened my eyes and helping me be all that I was meant to be. I appreciate all of you. That's
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, you told me about a journey that you had to take.
Mm-hmm.
If you could you share with them, and when I mean share with them, I mean the mileage, the mental strength that you had to have to get through those 3 days. Could you explain to them the 3 days of the day before Christmas Eve, and Christmas?
Alright, so a lot of stuff been going on, and I've been down and out. So, like, at the bare minimum, I have, so, I don't know, it's just, like, struggling, because I'm not able to work, and because I got hurt at work, so I'm not able to work, but for some reason my checks got taken away, so I haven't been paid, so I have no money, but I got a gas card from the employee MV, so I went from here, straight here, I went all the way home to where I'm from, in Arizona, to go be with my family. And then that night, I was like, Mom, I gotta go sleep. We stayed up to 2 in the morning talking, laughing, whatever. It was great and wonderful, spending time with them, being able to do that. Even though I had nothing to bring, I brought myself. And my mom was just so excited to see my face. So that was alone was great and wonderful. Being with all the little kids and stuff. And then 2 in the morning, went to sleep, woke up at 5 in the morning to go see my husband in California. So I drove from Arizona to California. That was a 6-hour drive. 6-hour drive, yeah. And then got to see him for a little bit. That was nice. It's hard being away from your husband. Really hard. But it was nice to see him in that time. And then I had to drive back over here, exhausted, because I went straight from school here to go to Arizona. Then from there, I stayed there for a few hours and drove to California. Stayed there for a few hours, came back to Vegas to my mother-in-law, to my husband's family, and had that gathering. And it's just the kids over there are great, like my nieces and nephews. They're awesome. And they just made it better because I was so tired and I just wanted to go to sleep. But that party started 10 minutes after I got home, and I was like, I just want to go to bed. But them kids is like, Miss Jessica. They're like, I got you something. They made me a painting, and it was just cool. I have nothing to give except for myself, but I got all these blessings, and it's awesome. And then I still showed up the next day for school.
There was a word that you used through a lot of your writing.
Mm-hmm.
It was faith. So I just want you to know that's the foundation that's getting you through and that you're standing on. And just to see you do that with very little, every day it motivates a person like me who has so much, that to see somebody be able to maneuver and smile with very little is really motivating. So thank you. Gay. Mr. Gay, when I interviewed you, you told me something about what you was going through. Now, you did double back down on it in your essay, but you probably forgot that me and you had that discussion when we were interviewing. So for the ones that, really are young, don't really, just scratching the surface, tell them how you got here.
I was in the hospital last July, was getting into this beauty program, and then hit with that hospital stay, and it was kind of a rebirth of sorts. I didn't know how almost dead I was. But since Just like coming here, blessing after blessing has been coming my way. And I'm just so grateful. It's like a whole new world that I never knew.
Definitely. So what did you do before you got here? What kind of work did you do before here?
Depends. I was in the streets about 30 years. I had jobs and stuff, but my mentality was that. I worked in the cannabis industry a while, and I helped people with cannabis, I guess, through hospice and things. So I kind of used that as a tool to help where I thought I was helping. But yeah, pretty much.
So one more question for you. How do you keep that good vibe and that smile every day?
Just being grateful. Like it could all been gone. Like in a heartbeat. I was blessed to never get in trouble. I was blessed to never got hurt. Or situations put me there constantly. And somehow I made it here. And then it's just, from here it's just, it was overwhelming. It's overwhelming still, you know? But, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, thank you so much, Gavin. I'm so glad. D. Well, D. I don't know what it is, but my heart always tends to flock to people like you. Not more than others, just it's something, it's a soft spot in my heart because the stories are so similar, just with different narratives. First, tell the people how you got here today, and what you've been doing.
Well, I mean, my whole life I've just been, hustling or stealing or cheating or frauding or living off a girl or in the streets doing drugs and in prison, shit like that. And I just, a year ago, I got put on drug court and probation, and I was forced to change my whole life up. And I just decided that I was done living in the streets, and that I wanted something bigger than that. And I was looking around for different programs for trades, and I came across barbering. And I never cut hair before. I never even really knew a barber like that. And then I just signed up, went through the motions, and ended up here. And I just look at this as a life-changing thing for me, and I'm just super excited. I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do, and just the culture and just the feeling that I get from making somebody look fresh, and I'm just in love with it now, and I'm glad, and this school is dope, and everyone here is cool. And I might come off as a little standoffish, but it's just because of what I've been through, and I fuck with all y'all, and yeah.
It was one thing that you mentioned in your essay. You talked about the lady you had met on this part of your journey. And a lot of people, tend to feel, different ways on that subject. I know me, I've always been like a lone ranger, but it seems that has catapulted you a lot. What has this young lady brought to you?
She's brought so I've always dated strippers or hoes. That's always what I've been into. I've never been in a relationship where it was with an independent woman who has her own shit and doesn't let me control her. And so this one is, not only is she her dad's a pastor, she's in the church and stuff, and she's a single mother, she has kids, and that's a whole new thing too, is like just being a good example for not only, you know, my woman, but also her kids. And that's been like huge for me to like grow up and realize that I got more responsibility in that. And it's just cool being with a girl who I can't control. Like, I got control issues, so like it's been like humbling. Not only it's been like getting out of the drugs, and what I mean by that is like I went broke changing my life. Like, I've never been broke before, and I'm broke now, and that's because I'm not doing what I used to be doing. And so like I found this girl who has her own shit, and she don't need me for nothing, and I'm like humbling myself with going through this life change. And so like it's cool that I found somebody who's down for me and that obviously doesn't need me for shit or can't use me for nothing. So yeah, it's cool.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Well, man, I just wish you nothing but the best, man. I swear I'm rooting for you more than you can ever imagine. All right.
Yes, thank you.
When I was reading through your essays and from the things that I've already watched you go through on this journey since I've known you, because you've had many journeys. This isn't your first journey. This isn't, you know, one of your biggest journeys, but this was a journey where it awoken you a lot. When it comes to confidence, when it comes to believing in yourself, when it comes to understanding that you really are a queen and you have what it takes to do you. How do you feel about yourself?
It's not really always consistent. So sometimes I'm like a lie and I'm feeling good. Like I appreciate my accomplishments, but then sometimes I feel like it's not enough.
How are you balancing that? How are you balancing your mental health?
Well, now I try to take time to like journal more, or write to myself more, and really question myself instead of just like keep going. Because I ended up like falling off with what I did because just for that. So now I don't know. I just take more time to myself to figure out what I want to do.
In your essay, you kept using the phrase saying that when this happens to you, you like to hide out and isolate yourself away from people. Have you found that to be helpful in any kind of way?
It can be helpful sometimes, but isolation is also something that the enemy uses to keep us stagnated. So I know I need to stop isolating because I need the people around.
How many children do you have? 4 children? So you had, when I said you had a journey before this journey, tell everybody about your credentials and other things that you have accomplished before you got to public school.
I'm a phlebotomist. I've taught phlebotomy before out of school. I'm also an esthetician. I've already have my credentials as an advanced esthetician. I have a business as an advanced esthetician. Flossing for a second, and then came back to that. So when I first was going here, when I first started, I was teaching during the day. Teaching at night and then school during the day.
Well, I'm proud of your journey. I'm glad to see you fighting from all that I know that you've been through, so I just want you to know I'm proud of you, all right? Jordan, if you will, please give everybody a rundown on your upbringing.
Well, I grew up in the church. I was born and raised. My dad's a pastor. He pastored a church in Huntington Park. We were there for 2 years. And then there was a church in Brooklyn, and they needed somebody to take over the church, so they called my dad. So we were in Brooklyn, New York for 7 years. And then and then we moved to Vegas because the economy was going down at the time. So I was 7 years old. We came over to Vegas. If you guys don't know, I'm part of a ministry called Victory Outreach, and I was born and raised in Victory Outreach. But of course, you know, it doesn't matter how good of a family you're in or the environment, there's always going to come a time where you have to make a decision for yourself. So I had to make a decision in high school whether I wanted to continue to serve God or not, or if I wanted to experience the world like a lot of my friends were doing. So a lot of problems dating a girl, surrounding myself with the wrong people. Thank God I had people, my family and my leadership praying for me, making sure that God was covering me, protecting me, because there was a lot of times where I could have been dead. There could have been a lot of times that I could have, you know, made one wrong decision and I wouldn't be here right now. But it was because of the people that were praying for me, God protecting me, and I ended up making the decision to serve God, and I'm here. But yeah, this year has been very difficult. You know, continuing to have to grow up and continue to decide to make the right decisions. Yeah, that's a little bit.
Well, I always see you so focused and disciplined and determined. And I know what your faith is. To the people who probably don't understand how you operate or how you think, could you give them a little insight on why you are conditioned to do the things that you do?
The way I think is just a reflection of the way I think is a reflection of the people that I surround myself with, the leadership that I have in the church, even outside of the church, even here, very specific with the type of people that I allow to speak into my life and I surround myself with, because I'm a true believer of who you hang around with is who you eventually become. And at the end of the day, every day I wake up and I have to make a decision whether I want to make a selfish decision or I want to make a selfless decision, whether I want to serve people or I want to serve myself. You know, and there's a time and place for everything. And I think that when you do too much for yourself, you're kind of robbing a blessing for somebody else. And you know, in the Bible it says that it's more blessed to give than to receive. And when you refresh others, you will be refreshed. And I've tested that, and it's worked. You know, there was a time in my life for a season where, you know, I just wanted to indulge in what I wanted and not really serve people. And I wasn't feeling refreshed, feeling that I was refreshing myself with the wrong things, you know, whether it's, you know, with certain food or just certain things, sitting in bed all day or doing things, pornography or anything, stuff like that. You know, those things are just temporary. But I had learned that when you serve people and you are more selfless than selfish, you refresh yourself in the long term. So,
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, what you bring to the school, man. You're just a valuable person. I just want to say thank you. All right. Sean, what about your journey can you leave to motivate the newer ones and the younger ones? What can you leave with what you experienced, not just here at Expertise, but on your journey for the last year?
One thing I could say is that nobody gonna understand your journey more than you do. So like, if you feel like your support system is low, you feel like nobody's in your corner and shit like that, just know that you're in your corner. So like, no matter what, you always gotta have that drive. You gotta keep going, no matter who's in the corner, who's behind you or not. You just always gotta have that drive, because nobody's gonna understand your journey more than you do. So.
Definitely. I know that that you built a brand and you really believe in your brand. And you know where you're going, you know what shop you're going to. Tell me a little bit about the steps that you plan on attacking this year as you become a professional barber.
So my plan this year of becoming a professional barber is to be more active, be more in tune with people, just be more in tune with the community. Like, I feel like social media and like just knowing having close friends, that's not enough. You gotta be like a striving barber, a successful barber, you really gotta be in tune with the community and just with the people that's within the community and around you. So I wanna be, more, out there doing things for the homeless, doing things for, for kids, going to preschools and reading kids' books, things like that. Just wanna put my name out there and let you know who I am.
Definitely. Well, we appreciate you, man, and I wish you nothing but the best on your endeavors, and I'm definitely rooting for you, and I just thank you for the presence that you have brought around here for the last year, all right? Thank you. Great. All right, Dre. Tell us something about Dre that we don't know.
I struggle with mental health. And when I say that, I just mean like, I don't think I'm enough. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think, it's just hard when you feel like you do so much and you just come up short time after time. It's just...
Well, I always see you come and show us this little son, the son you got. How does that help motivate you and keep your mental health straight and balanced?
I feel like if I spread positivity, if I, put a smile on somebody's face, it'll come back around.
Definitely. See, from me studying you, I see that you hold so much in. But I just want you to know, man, you do have what it takes, and you are worth it, and you are worthy of whatever you want to do and whatever you want to obtain, okay? I love you, man. Simeon. One thing I see about you is you're a very talented individual. One of the things that I see you struggle with is one side of your brain telling you you want to do right, and you think logically, and you're one of the brightest people when it comes to that quick thinking. Now this other side of you messes with you. How are you maintaining that, and how are you balancing the consistency of being what you are trying to be?
I feel like it's my only way out. I feel like it's the only thing I'm good at is barbering for real. So I feel like me trying to balance, me used to stealing, me used to being just incarcerated. I feel like it's my only, this is my last strike. I feel like I gotta do this or my shit, it's over with. So I balance it. I just really just put in my mindset that this your only way out, or you're gonna be homeless or in the streets, and I'm not on that type of time. And so that's how I balance it out. This is my only way out.
Definitely. I remember times during your journey where barriers were coming your way and you were probably on the verge of quitting. What did you have to dig into to keep coming and to not quit on yourself?
I have to dig into the bag, my mentality. I have to change my whole program for real, because my support system ain't shit trash for real. So it's like I gotta dig into myself and actually believe in myself.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Well, I have seen a lot of growth in you in this last 8, 9 months, and I am proud of you. And I understand that what you're going through, and I see a lot more because I'm a lot older than you, so I see a lot more than what you can probably even see in yourself. But I just want you to keep going, man, and open up doors and don't close doors, and and have an open mind to things, like I've been telling you probably since you've been here. So I just want you to know I'm proud of you, okay? Marco. Marco, first I want you to start off by telling people a couple of the outside things that you battle with before you even walk through this door in the morning.
Before even coming here, before even starting school, you know, I was struggling with like self-doubt, things like that. You know, in my past, you know, I've done things and, you know, things that I wasn't proud of. Looking in the mirror, I started getting disgusted with myself. You know, so I had to make a change. You know, but yeah, I struggle. I mean, even to this day, you know, I struggle every day with, you know, coming into school and doubting myself, believing in myself, thinking that I can do this. You know, I struggle every day. You know, I get frustrated when I'm doing haircuts, you know, and I get in my head and I'm like, I can't do this. But I'm like way over my head about this shit, you know. But you know, I do my best to get myself out of that because it's not good for me. It's not good for anybody. You know, I gave into fear for a lot of my life, and that's what stopped me from doing a lot of things. Kept me stagnant, kept me still. I was scared. So many things were going on in my life, and you know, thank God, God has saved me like the last 2-3 years. You know, He's got me out of it. He's got me here, brought me with you guys. You guys, I consider everybody your family. You guys might not hear me talk like this all the time. You know, you sit down and have a conversation with me. It's gonna be like this all the time. Nothing but spirituality. You know, talking about how you tell me what you've been doing. I'll tell you what I've been doing. You know, share the pain. You know, that's one thing that I believe that brings people a lot, you know, together. Is that pain. If you share it with someone else, you'll find out that, you know, a lot of people go through the same thing, and if not, there's similarities in other things. You know, I grew up, you know, in a decent family. You know, I didn't have to grow up in the streets. You know, I was blessed and I had to do that, but I took advantage of that situation. And, you know, I took advantage of that. I was out partying and doing things like that. And, you know, I had a good life. I had a good job. I had a good girlfriend. You know, my family, and I just threw it all away. You know, there was one point in my life where I'm not even supposed to be here. You know, I was doing the wrong things, and I ended up in the ER for that reason. You know, I was out. Something told me that I was done. But something brought me out. Something asked me, do you want to keep going? And as soon as I said yes, I shot up in the back of that truck. I said, the only thing that brought me back at the time was my mom's and the girl that I had at the time. You know? But I knew that God took that all away from me because I was abusing it. He took it all away from me and isolated me. And then after all of that, you know, I decided to get out of my head and stop letting fear get to me and just give it all to God. You know, I hand it to God, let Him take it over, do it all for me. But you know, as soon as I got here, I knew that, you know, this was it. You know, this was family. Especially when I met Jonas and, you know, I felt the vibe, everybody here. You know, I was like, yeah, I gotta go here. I love that. I love that family. It's just a little bit, you know, just what I've been doing a little bit, you know, small bits.
There's a bit of inspiration that I know about somebody who is the closest person in your life to you is fighting something right now. How do you use that as inspiration to keep going?
Well, yeah, see, that's another reason I came here, you know. Like I said, fear gets me my whole life. And now I still let it get to me because I fear for my mom's health, you know. She's not in the best health right now, but I do my best to walk in every day, you know, forget about it, not worry about it, just do what I need to do, let God handle the situation, you know. But yeah, my mom has been my biggest support, you know. There's the one that I've done wrong the most, you know, and she's still on my side. I've done her so wrong so many times, but you know, she's always there, and you know, that's the reason that I don't ever like to give up on anybody, no matter how wrong they've ever done me. I like to, you know, forgive them, not forget, but you know, it's not. I don't abandon people. 'cause that's how my mom taught me. That's how she raised me. And you know, that's how that's how I keep it going. That's how I keep on myself.
Definitely, definitely. We appreciate you, man. And we're here for you, and we're just glad that, you know, you chose us, and, you know, going forward, just know that you always have us, all right?
Yeah, Marco.